Melina has been running around opening her mouth, but I guess that's better than opening her legs. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Former WWE Diva Melina has been doing an interview with WrestlePurist.com. Never heard of them before, but they have referred to Melina as a legend. Now, I know she has won 5 titles in her time with the company, but when we're thrown around the legend for people like Melina, who I actually did enjoy during her run in WWE. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't enjoy Melina. I enjoyed Melina a hell of a lot more than I enjoyed a lot of women in today's roster, but to call Melina a legend, for me, I don't know if I can agree with that. I don't think there's been many female legends over the years, and I'm just not sure Melina is one of them. But she's been doing an interview and she's been speaking about how the women in the WWE were punished during the Divas era. She's decided to use the word punish. I will talk about this more in a minute, but first we'll go on with what she actually said, and it's a bit of a mouthful to read. It honestly sounds mumble jumble. It sounds like something Dave Meltzer would say, so I am going to try my best here to come out with this, but yeah, here we go. Quote, "We're blessed to have this contract, this opportunity, and it's not to say that, hey, let me bash the company, whatnot. There's so many structures, like the top person has to delegate to this person, and then these people. It's like it can't be controlled unless it's delegated. So I can't blame the whole entire company, whatever, but this is the thing. There are things within the roster where their things should change, but it hasn't. It's still kind of trickling from the years and decades and eras prior. Certain attitudes or maybe viewpoints is still there. So whatever toxicity, it's slowly getting flushed out, but not fast enough. So when it comes to a coalition or anything like where it's like, hey, girls, let's get together. We're lucky we have a job, but we don't want to lose our job. And we've seen people come and go. It's like, how do we go about where we keep our job, but kind of like push this in and not get heat? We kind of come together, and then it's like, okay, pick your spots. We get punished. Our punishment was, hey, here's a lingerie match right after you did something extraordinary. Here's like, I don't know, a swimsuit match. They would do stuff like that to kind of see what we do. It's like, okay, what are we going to throw at us? What are they going to throw at us at this point? I turned it into my kind. I turned it into like a game. Like, okay, like let's see what they're going to have us do now. Okay, they want to see our reaction to this, end of quote. Yeah, so that was a bit of a fucking clusterfuck right there. But basically, I think the point Melina was trying to get at is she is saying back in the day, whenever the women would do anything impressive in the ring in terms of having a wrestling match, they would get punished the following week by being thrown in a lingerie match or a swimsuit match or a bra and panties match. Well, I mean, first off, how are they being punished when more people want to see them in a lingerie match than a normal wrestling match? I mean, I don't see how that's a punishment. They're being given an opportunity to get more fans, to get more viewers, to get more popular. Does Melina remember how she actually got over in the first place? Does Melina remember why she became popular? It wasn't wrestling matches. It was because she came out, did her entrance with a very short skirt on, and did the splits so you could see her ass cheeks. That's how Melina got popular in WWE. It wasn't because she was putting on 5-star matches for Dave Meltzer, alright? That's not what happened. So I just don't understand this logic. Again, I mean, you look at all these women, they will have their Instagram photo shoots and they'll be in lingerie and those, and they'll have OnlyFans, they'll have this, they'll have that. A lot of them will have nudes, some of them will do porn, but God forbid that WWE want to portray them as sexy women. Then all of a sudden, that's WWE, that's Vince McMahon, you know, being toxic and toxic masculinity, and he's being it's just, you know, I'm sick of hearing this shit. I'm really, really sick of misogynist and, you know, everything. It just makes no sense to me. At the end of the day, these women got over based on their looks, not their wrestling ability. So I don't see why it's such a bad thing when the WWE try to, you know, play them based off their looks. But when Melina wants to, like I said, and she talks about it like as if they were wrong, as if WWE's in the wrong for like putting on a lingerie match. She's trying to take like the high point, whereas she slept around with pretty much everybody who wasn't called John Morrison. So yeah, why don't you climb off Batista's dick and just lighten up a little bit, Melina? Come on, let's be real here. You got over because you were hot, because you had a nice ass, and because you weren't afraid to show it. So don't pretend now that, you know, you were being punished for doing that stuff, because why not just own up for what you did? And at the end of the day, you could have said no. If you were so against it, all you had to do was say no. You could, and if it came to it, leave the company. If you're not happy doing something, just leave. Don't do it and then 15 years later come out and try and bash them and say that you were forced into this and that you were being punished. No, you weren't being punished. You were being paid wages, right? You were being paid a salary to effectively fucking get to travel the world and, you know, basically show a bit of skin, which you would do anyway. So, and you showed Batista a lot more than skin. So I just don't get it, guys. Anyway, that's it. Melina there. It was a mouthful to read, and yeah, I just don't. I fucking hate when these divas come out and do this. It's just very hypocritical. It's a game with Toni Storm claiming that WWE were wrong to try and, you know, have her be in her bra in a segment. Yet 2 months later, she's charging people $20 fucking to see her tits on OnlyFans. It just makes no sense. Anyway, that is it. Melina says we were punished, and well, now we're truly getting punished. The fans are getting punished now. What would you rather, see Melina in her bra and panties, or watch Damage Control fucking take over an hour of Monday Night Raw? I know what I'd rather see. Anyway, guys, that's it. Leave your comments down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.